This is a small recap for the 17th to the 23rd, which is the third full week of November. This is the week I'm going to be recapping right here. But before any of that, starting off, you can see here in the top left, I'm up 3,200. That's USD, by the way, in November. My trade win rate is 48%. My profit factor is 1.5, and my day win is 75%. So the main thing starting off is that I want to increase my trade win rates. I want to increase my profit factors. And how I'm going to do that is I need to take better trades. I need to minimize my risk to improve my profit factor as well, and also aim for higher RR trades that are high quality. And you can tell by just this week in general, I did not do that. So the main trades or the days I want to look at is Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Starting off on Monday, I took one trade. It was a long on NQ, and I realized 2.6 Rs. This would be the trade right here. It was a long off these lows, off an area of volume, and that would have been yesterday's point of control, all the way up to these highs. You can see here I risked, or my initial risk was 425, and my initial target was 1,200. You can even see down here, it was a buy at the bottom of the range. With a rejection off yesterday's open, Delta was looking good for buyers, stops in a good spot. The only thing I wished I did better was wait for the 15 to close, because it already developed a good reaction off yesterday's open. In general, this was a pretty good trade. I liked it. I liked what I did there. Only thing I wished I would have done better is, aim for my full planned RR, because it would have hit if you looked at it here on the charts. You can see if I scroll out, price would have definitely flown past it. And on top of that, I probably could have held for an extra 6, 8 RR if you just look at this rally up here. Just this. Now going to my losing days, you can see literally the day after I took that trade, I lost all of it. You can see that I took 4 trades that day. 3 of these trades, these last 3, are trades I should not have taken. I already took my max loss, or the amount I was willing to risk that day, as the first trade at 8:11 a.m. So going to this trade here, you can see that what I wrote down was the first trade I took was impulsive. I liked the way structure was forming. I saw the 15 rejecting the downside, the 5-minute retracing, and also rounding up. I had good risk on the trade, and I was up around 20 points. But if I realized my profits, or at least move stops to break even, the price flipped, I could have negated the loss. So the problem here is that when I longed this position, what happened was price was ranging. It was currently in this range here, and I entered right at the bottom of this range here. The reason why I got dumped immediately and I got stopped out was because it rejected these highs and took me out. Because I dragged my stop too early. Look in here, it says, what I should have done was look for an entry near value area low, since price was ranging for the day, and value area low would have been a better entry, tighter risk, and better RR. Because you can see here, my planned RR was only 1.95, which is something I really don't want to take. I want to take trades that are 2 RR or more. You can see I gave it a 3-star rating on the setups. But this was a trade that I definitely should not have taken, or at least have waited for a better reaction off of these highs and just within that range. And if we go back on the same day on the Tuesday, it was just me scalping at this point. I was trading 2 contracts, kind of tilted low-key, and I was just going crazy, which ended up losing me 1.5, pretty much a bit more than what I made yesterday. And then the Friday, this was a pretty good day, honestly. Although it was a losing day. One thing I could have done with this trade in general was wait for the lows to be swept. Because in this case, value area low was around this level here, be this blue line, and I entered off of this candle here. So what happened was I entered thinking this would be the low, when in reality, it didn't even come close to value area low yet, which was this blue line. So I entered looking for a long position here to move to the upside, but in reality, it just dumped back down, took out my initial area of interest, which is value area low, and then pumped. So risk was fine, all of the plan was fine, only problem was that I did not wait to buy at value area low, and that's something I'm kind of pissed about. See, was a buy off value area low. What I could have done better was just to wait for yesterday's open. Since price was quite even on Delta, the only thing rejecting the upside would have been the 15-minute chart. See, the trade would actually work if I waited. If I waited for this to be swept, not that I thought I would front run it, yeah, but I did not, and I thought I would front run. So front running just means coming really close to my area of interest, like this case, and then immediately flipping up. It does happen sometimes, but just to be sure, I should just wait until my area of interest comes into play. Should have waited for AOI to be contested. You can see here, I realized 1RR, and in this case, this trade actually would have played out. If I was to enter these lows here, my stop would be this low, and I would have made probably more than 3R exactly. I probably would have made 4 or 5 Rs. But then again, that puts me up $888 on the week. Definitely not as good as my past 2 weeks. But then again, it's trading, right? If you look at my daily net cumulative P&L, you can see that price has been ranging within the past week. I've been taking bigger losses than before, and also my profit factor has gone down. So right now for the coming week, what I'm looking for is to increase my trade win rate and increase my profit factor. I'm fine with losing, just the amount that I lose that I really care about. But then again, 3,200 is not bad. I'll keep that.